Hello, my name's Kevin. You're watching Leatherneck Prepper. So I had a viewer make a comment on a video that I did saying that I have never shown y'all how to take the FCU out of a Sig Sauer P320. Now, the reason I did that, or haven't done that, is because there's so many videos of how to do it, I just didn't really see any need to. However, he wanted to see how I would do it, so be it. I have no problem with showing you how to do this, because we all know how much I love guns. You ought to see my shoulder from where I went out and did a battle sight on the M14 yesterday. Oh man, so much fun. I also got a lot of looks on the range too. So this particular Sig Sauer P320 is the FCU I bought separately, and then I purchased a P80 lower, and I purchased the upper all separately. Then I purchased a threaded barrel. Now this is the Romeo Zero. This is the second one I purchased because the first one I purchased was crapola and would not hold zero. So I sent it back and Sig promptly sent me a new one. I was quite happy with that. So I'm going to follow the Sig guy, and if you are into Sig firearms, I strongly recommend that you go check out the Sig guy and the Sig Armorer. That's where I get all of my gear for my Sig weapons, besides at sigsauer.com. He says, no magazine, no ammunition, inspect the chamber, look away, come back, no magazine, no ammunition, inspect the chamber again. So I don't typically keep ammunition inside the room or magazines. Sometimes I will have a magazine, but I don't typically keep ammunition anywhere near when I'm cleaning one or working on one. So on to the video itself. You see it's racked back, locked back, and forgive me, I stabbed myself yesterday. I'm not sure if you can see this. I stabbed my thumb yesterday. You can see right there, and it hurts with a screwdriver trying to take a watch battery apart, and I'm telling you, that really hurts. So I'll be using my right hand to do a lot of things I usually do left-handed, so forgive me. Pop this down, and you pull the slide off. Now, I'm not taking this apart, but I do want to show you again, when you are taking one down, if I can get to focus, there's a flat edge on top and bottom of your spring. Make sure you put the flat edge back, otherwise you're going to have a lot of issues. If you do manage to get it put back together, it's going to be a pain in the backside to get it to come apart. So get that out of the way. The FCU is really easy. Now, when I say easy, easy is as compared to something you can do, but these are in fairly tight. So you pop that loose, and you kind of got to wiggle it around just a little bit to get it out, because you have to align the thing up just right to get the FCU out. And then you can look inside here and see how it's nice and flush. And when you put the FCU back in, it can be kind of pain in the backside. However, all you do is pop this puppy up and out. There you go. That's your FCU. Hang on a second. Look at my dog. I forgot to grab a rag while I was, or before I started, so I could wipe some stuff down. There's oil all over it where I've oiled it, and I haven't really cleaned this all that well. However, you can see the FCU, and I got the I don't know what color you'd call that. It's not F to E, just call it copper. I got the copper colored one because that's one I liked. Now, I could completely strip this thing down. I never have, but I'm not going to, because there's no need to, unless there's something that's physically wrong with it. The Sig guy does an excellent video on stripping this completely down to nothing. So keep that in mind. If you want to see some of these intricate videos where this thing comes apart, he has great time-lapse videos where he shows you how to do every little thing. I have not adjusted this whatsoever. I like the trigger. I like everything the way it sits. So I have not modified this one bit. I like it stock. Putting it back together is just as simple. Just inspect this, make sure there's no damage, if there shouldn't be. Load your trigger end back in. Excuse me. Load that backside. Let's start all over again. Take and load this end, the back end, down in it, pushing your trigger slightly forward to get it to go down back inside the housing. Push that completely back down, and you look and you'll see that as you've taken these things in and out a little bit, they will go back together a lot easier. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you put this in, you've got that little nub right there. It goes inside here, that channel, to keeps it from rotating too far. However, you may have to come out of channel to get the thing back in. So bear that in mind. Get to a line completely back up proper. And then I might could grab a flashlight. Let me grab a flashlight. Hang on a second. Forgive me, this was an impromptu video. I wasn't planning on making this. I just saw the comment about a half hour ago and decided to make it this video. So, whoa, hey. All right now. There we go. You see how that's in. So, you align that sucker up, and it may not be perfect. See how it's not exactly perfect down in here? So use my finger. See how that's not lined up perfect in that channel? However, it is lined up in the hole on the other side. So now what you do is you kind of rotate it around and then push until it comes all the way through. And you may have to fiddle with it just a little bit to get it to line up properly. But sooner or later, this puppy is going to line up properly. And then, oh, hey. I might have to do this part off camera to get it to align properly. There we go. So what I did is I just pushed it all the way up and then lined it up. And now it's on. So if this is a little bit tight when you first start doing these, I want you to remember I've not had one yet, a P320, that the takedown lever was not extremely tight, moving back and forth. You don't want to sit here wobbling real easily. You want to have some resistance, but I mean, we're talking some serious resistance where I had some serious trouble getting it loose. And then lining it back up, it just took time practice doing it. So, and we put the thing back together, check for function. There we go. Ow. Sucker back together, check function. Squeeze around off, always pointing at the safe direction. And there you go. Now, that is how you remove the FCU. I know it's a long video just to show you how to remove an FCU. I usually don't take videos and make them that long for something so simple. However, I wanted to point out every last part of it. Now, I like the Polymer 80. The grip texture on it is much better than the standard P320. The grip angle is just as good. It's a little more blocky, similar to a Glock, but not as blocky as a Glock. And I love this takedown. I mean, I really love this takedown. So, anyhow, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Have a good one.